So we though have to move on, and with this moving on, we have to find the bright spots, the silver lining, as some may say. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the game balls. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I talked about it. I've been talking about it all day. The running game. That's where my heart lies.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't look any further than that man, grown man, Brian Robinson. The man, 5-6 weeks, 2 months ago, was up in the hospital after being shot, and now is playing professional football and doing a pretty damn good job himself. I mean, I got nothing but praise and admiration for this guy. All the things that he's been through, I caught myself because I was gonna say what's more important is that he's healthy.
Yeah.
What is really nice for us though is that him being back in the game, I think really kind of it solidifies that we have a running threat, but I think it takes a lot of pressure off of Antonio Gibson. If you remember going back into those preseason games when Gibson had the fumbling issue, you brought in Robinson. That next game when he came in and Gibson was just mainly, a running back that went around the edge or a running back that kind of went and did a little flare route and caught it out of the backfield. He was a different player altogether. He was more of a threat in that game. And I think when you have Robinson running and doing the things that he does, then you see this type of performances for Gibson where he comes in and gives you 35 yards and 5 carries. Hey, that's 5 yards a pop, and he's a threat in the passing game. So we talk about it, and I know on a lot of the Let's Talk Football shows, we definitely break it down. The NFL has become, you want to have a Jonathan Taylor or Derrick Henry, but that's very rare. Mm-hmm. Most of these teams have a two-headed monster. Dallas has, Zeke and Pollard, Cleveland, Chubb and Hunt. You know what I mean? It looks like we're establishing that. We've talked about it. Gibson and Robinson in the backfield. So I definitely want to give it shout out to Robinson. Got his first touchdown of his career, but I definitely love what he's doing. It makes me proud, man. I got to shout him out in this one. What do you think?
Absolutely. Will? Yeah. To kind of go with that and what helped Robinson get some of those yards, it wasn't for 4 quarters, but I'm going to give our offensive line a game ball.
There we go.
Coming together. They really started to show something on that left side. That's where we were getting a lot of that yardage running behind Leno, the former Bear, and Andrew Norwell, who I was ready to cut last week. Everyone else in Washington was ready to cut this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And we had Tyler Larson come back in the game, and he played, and he's a legit center, and he may have, be better at making the calls when it comes to protection changes based on what the defense is doing. So maybe there's a chance here. John Masco is our offensive line coach, and he is by far our best position coach. And for the last 2 years, he's done a really good job with these guys, especially when we had so many injuries at center that he was able to mesh these guys in. Maybe it's just taking him a little bit more time to get his unit going because they've really struggled. But if we can build off that momentum from Thursday night, that second half, that's going to be our key to getting one of these Ron Rivera runs going.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And with the exception of that Tennessee Titans game, we've had some pretty solid rushing attacks. We go back to that Dallas game, we had 3 guys over 40 yards on the ground and over 100. We've had over 100 yards in a couple of these games. And yeah, that's definitely going to be huge. My second game ball, I got to go back to defense, and I got to stay in that Tar Heel state, baby. You know what it is. Mr. Cole Holcomb in another big game. He's definitely getting into his groove. He's not great, but he's really, really good, man. 12 total tackles. 7 of them were solo tackles. And look, Cole, he comes to play. He's dependable. You know what you're going to get from him, and he is definitely something that we're in a position that we've always said there's a big hole there. We still have not addressed it. They seem to like what he does, and it's games like this. The last 2 weeks, over 10 total tackles, and he's getting over 6 or 7 solo tackles. He's getting it done by himself. He's always around the ball. So absolutely love what he's bringing to the table, and it always helps that my guy's from North Carolina. So I'm gonna shout him out then. Let's go.
Absolutely. I'm going with another unit. Last time I did the whole offensive line. Now I'm doing the whole defensive line.
Yes.
They're starting to gel pretty well out there. We're getting some of the best play from Deron Payne that we've ever seen. And interesting enough, Ron Rivera mentioned one of the big players on the defensive line was someone we didn't even have at the start of the season. The defensive tackle, John Ridgeway. Ron said he's taking up extra players and allowing Payne and Allen to put more pressure on the quarterback, which we have not seen Deron Payne put as much pressure on the quarterback as we have this year. So this is a different, type of player we're seeing from him. Montez Sweat is someone that I'm always critical of because I know there's more from him, and he continues to put a lot of QB pressures out there. He had another sack. Like I said, we had 5 sacks again. The defensive line did make 11 tackles. So when I mentioned we would give up a lot of yards, but then we'd make a play, it was our defensive line stuffing the run, on second down or third down when they want to get that, move the chains to either make a long third and long or just stopping them to get off the field. So they're just making plays out there, which is what we expected when we had this unit. When we had the 3 first-round picks, we're last year and this year, it's like we don't have to blitz all the time. You guys should be able to beat your man. You're a first-round pick. Exactly. Jonathan Allen was a Pro Bowler. Like, come on, like let's see this. Montez Sweat had 8 sacks, I believe, or more his second season with Chase Young. Like, come on, we're expecting you to be making these types of plays, and it's taking some time, but they're gelling. And I think you may be seeing a little bit of Jeff Scanina and Ryan Carrington's coaching working with these guys. They are improving as the year is progressing.
Getting guys settled, getting guys relaxed, and getting them going. That is what we need. And it's right at the right time. It's right at the right time. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our game balls. We definitely have to show love. We did get the W, and I do like that at the end of the game. I don't know if I sent you the little post game in the locker room thing, the all access feed they gave us in the locker room. The end of the game, the nice little confident little speech that coach gave the team. It's us. We got to do this. You got to keep fighting. I loved it. And at the very end of it, you got my guy, Brian Robinson, give him the game ball, give coach the game ball and his first victory. Was that his first? Is that his first victory back in Chicago, beating them? So it just kind of came together. I absolutely loved it. And having the rookie give it to the coach, I know the coach loved that. And even kind of said, he was like, man, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
He did.
That's come on now. We're gelling. We've been here.
Ron keeps the team together.
I'm telling you. My guy said it. But
thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.